What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys another video in my series of how many releases do you wish. I almost forgot the title for a second. This is a series that I created, kind of a spin-off of my must-have must-gag series, where I just go into one video and I talk about all the releases that were released in the month. This video will be talking about the month of February. I don't know why I've been so itchy lately, but this video will be talking about the month of February. In the month of February, a lot of things released because you had that major holiday called Valentine's Day. So definitely sit back and relax. This is going to be a big video. If you hear anybody talking, that are kids in my neighborhood that think nobody else is doing anything with their day when they get off of school. So they love to yell and argue right in front of my house. Fun. So I think that's all I have for you guys. Let's just go ahead and start. Oh, I didn't say precursor. I only talk about makeup items that were released in the month. I don't talk about skincare. I'll talk about brushes as well, but makeup items that were released in that month, not sneak peeked. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot over. I'm gonna try and do like I did last week, and I'm gonna show photos and have a running tally right in front of me of the amount of releases that each brand has done. Let me zoom out a little bit so you're not right on top of me, and let's go. So Illuminate Cosmetics released two palettes. It was their glow up palettes. One is a cool palette and the other one is a warm palette. Both have highlighters, and those were $17 each, or $32 as a bundle. I am like dying. Oh my god. Okay. Kylie Cosmetics released her Valentine's Day collection. It had an eyeshadow palette, a glitter eyes, 3 lip kits, blush, and the whole bundle was $195. Jouer released their blush Bouquet d'Amour 6 shade blush palette. It is limited edition and it released for $42. Oh, duh. If you're interested in this eye look, I did record it. It is a video that will be coming up hopefully this month, and it is recreating a YouTuber's look. So stay tuned for that. Wayne Goss also released his first line of synthetic brushes. The full line, I don't think you could get them all together. Yeah, you could only get them as a set, and they were $140. The Jeffree Star and Morphe collab released in February 5th to be exact, and the full kit with the eye, face brushes, and the bag is $49. ABH released her spring collection, where she had 2 quads and 2 liquid lipsticks and 2 lip glosses. The quads were $32. The lip glosses were $16, and the PR box was $48. Melt Cosmetics released some digital dust highlighters, one in Phoenix, one in Pink Moon. Then they also released liquid lipstick sets. The dust highlighters were $39. The liquid lipstick sets were $19 each, and that released on the 8th. Tatcha released a limited edition lipstick. It was called Magnolia Bloom Silk. It cost $55, and it was released on the 3rd of February. MAC released Hyper Real Prep Set in gold and in pink. This set included Prep and Primer Fix in pink light or gold light, along with the strobe cream in pink light or gold light. And then they had a Prep and Primer Natural Radiance in radiant pink or radiant yellow. And those kits retailed for $49.50. Lime Crime released a few more velveteens, each costing $20. It looks like they released 5 new velveteens in that release. Marc Jacobs released his Steel collection. It had an eyeshadow palette for $49, ultra skinny gel eye crayons for $24. He released 4 of those, and those were available on the 4th of February. Ulta Beauty and IT Cosmetics teamed up to release Gemstone Brush Therapy Duos, where you could get a brush that had some form of quartz or crystal, and then you could get a bracelet as well. Those duos cost $35 each. MAC also released 2 new highlighting palettes. One was in Shimmery Peach and the other one was in Get Lit. Both of those released for $39.50, and they came with 3 highlighters in total. Dior Cosmetics released her first eyeshadow palette that went viral for a little while, and that costs $59. Eylure released some new eyelashes, collabing with Jordan Woods and Jasmine. All of the eyelashes seem to go from $7.99 to $14.99. Oh no, $16.99, and all in between. It just kind of depends on the type of lashes. KKW released her 3 new lip kit sets, each in totaling $65 for each set. So she had the best of red, the best of pink, the best of nude, the best, and the lip liners, or you could get individually for $18 each. In the UK, the Boom Boom Blossom Matte Collection released on the 7th of February. Tarte released their Face Tape Foundation on the 17th. I actually got a sample, so if you guys are interested in me kind of doing a review, just let me know. Wet n Wild released their Rebel Rose collection on February 12th. Sleek Makeup released their new highlighter palette. It's called Look Fantastic. It released on the 15th at Ulta and Boots, and there's no creams in that highlighter palette. Huda Beauty also released her new dual-ended eyeshadow formula, and these released on the 15th each. For each duo, I believe it's $25. Yeah, it's $25. Glamlight released some slices of pizza eyelash packaging things, and each cost $12. Estee Lauder released a Color Replenish Lip Balm, a lip volumizer, and a lip repair potion. The lip balm is $32, the volumizer is $32, and the potion is $32. All of those released on the 6th. Fenty released a couple new Stunna lip paints, and I will put all of them on the screen. Charlotte Tilbury released some limited edition 90s supermodel era lipsticks. She released 3, and there's no cost on that post, so I can't tell you that. Dominique Cosmetics released 4 new liquid lipsticks. They are the matte formula. They released on the 8th and no prices listed. Also with the Stunner lip paints, Fenty released some new highlighters. I will have a collage of both the Stunner lip paints and the highlighters on the screen, and I will be back because I have to find my spot on Trend Mood again. Back on Trend Mood where I left off. Maybelline and Puma's collab released in February. It has a highlighter, duo sticks, and some matte liquid lipsticks, all ranging from $9.99 to $10.99, and they're available on Ulta's website. Too Faced and the Pretty Mess released the Pretty Mess collection with the eyeshadow palette, the lip injections, the lip kits, the powder, and the highlighter, all released on the 12th, ranging from prices from $28 to $42. Benefit released 2 new palettes ranging with new blushes and new bronzers. They released 2 bronzers, I believe right before this, which the bronzers were Hula Caramel and Hula Toasted. So all of these things released during the same time. Storybooks Cosmetics released Victorian Witch Wands, and they released for $55. Urban Decay released their Naked Reloaded palette. They released that on the 18th for $44. Natasha Denona released her Rose Gold Drip palette. This is her face palette, and she released it for Valentine's Day on the 12th. Milk Makeup released their new semi-matte lip color with pigment and hydration lipsticks. These cost $24 each, and they released on the 12th of February. ColourPop released their liquid liners with the varying colors. They're not waterproof, but they are smudge proof. They have a felt tip, and they're $8 each. Along with those 2 bigger face palettes that Benefit released, they also released mini versions, and those cost $30 each, whereas the big palettes cost $60. Clinique released On the Glow Trio. It is a limited edition palette, and it costs $39.50. No, it costs $29.50 each. Milani released 2 new bronzers. One is a liquid bronzer and the other is a powder bronzer, both costing $19.99, and they both are like a bronze gold highlighter situation. ABH released individual glitters and ABH released individual glitters on Valentine's Day, and in that set that she released on Valentine's Day, you also could get the glitter adhesive and the heart-shaped box with, I think, some candy in there as well, all for $60. Pat McGrath released her mascara called Fetish Eyes. It released on the 15th of February, and it cost $28. Beauty Bakery released their Proof is in the Pudding eyeshadow palette for $38 on February 22nd. BH Cosmetics released a new brush kit called the Bombshell Beauty Set. That brush kit cost $26. Spectrum Brushes and Disney collab to make a new brush kit and brush bag, all totaling, it looks to be from 24 euro or 24 pounds and 99 what cents, I don't remember, I don't know what the coins is, all the way to 49 pounds and 99 whatever. And it released on February 28th. Charlotte Tilbury also came out with a new lip product. It's called the Latex Love Liquid Lipstick, and there is no price on here, but it released on the 28th of February. Sigma Beauty released their new brush line, totaling brow pencils, brow pomades, brow gels, brow duos, brow waxes, and brow crayons. And they released that on the 19th. BH Cosmetics released their Zodiac palette for the month, and it was for Pisces, and they released that on the 20th for $14. ColourPop and Zoella released a collection in totaling an eyeshadow palette, a lip pencil, lip sets, and liquid lipsticks for, there's no pricing on this post, but they all released on the 27th of February. We're getting close to the end. We're in late February now. BH Cosmetics released a new eyeshadow palette. It was called the Opalescence eyeshadow palette. It has 24 eyeshadows and it costs $19. ColourPop released 40 lip products in 19 new shades and 21 existing shades between their lippy pencils, and they also released the So Juicy lip glosses as well. OPV Beauty released their new eyeshadow palette called Spotlight. It has 18 shadows, 18 shadows for 29 euros. Too Faced's new Peach Perfect setting powder in Caramelized, and also an additional 10 shades in their foundation, released on the 22nd. The powder is $33, and I want to say the foundation is in the 20s, the high 20s. Lime Crime released 4 new lip glosses, all very, very pretty, and those released $18 each on the Ulta and Lime Crime website, I believe. IT Cosmetics released their Confidence in a foundation with 48 shades. It's a long wearing velvet matte foundation, and it's $32 each. Violet Voss released their Sugar Crystals eyeshadow palette. It released on the 26th of February, and it was $42. Morphe released their Get Your Bronze On collection with the eyeshadow palette, the 3 bronzers, the lip kit, and I think there's something else, but I can't remember. So they also had liquid highlighters and a brush. Just FYI, the bronzer, I went and swatched it today. It barely shows up on my complexion, very barely. So if you are my complexion a little bit deeper, I would not recommend purchasing that deepest bronzer. Milani released new glitter liquid eyeshadows, and they released 3 new shades of those, and then they also released 3 new glittery lip glosses, all for the spring time. BH and Daisy Marquez released their collab together. They released it on February 28th. Charlotte Tilbury released her Icon palette and the liquid lip glosses that I was talking about earlier today. The palette is $65 and the liquid lipsticks were $34, and they released on the 28th of February. Alrighty guys, so that is the month of February. There were a lot of releases, I'm actually going to scoot back so there's plenty of room so you guys can see the list of how many releases each brand did. I think ColourPop is still beating every brand this month, but there were definitely some other brands that I was not expecting as many releases as they had. Next month I am looking forward to not only doing this for Trend Mood, but also doing this for indie brands. It's going to be a little rough, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Once again, please let me know your feedback. I'm going to continue to put pictures on and tally within the video. At the end of the year, I'm going to do like a grand total, like this is how these brands did this year. I hope you guys are still enjoying that type of layout. Definitely let me know though, if there's a case for it to be done a different way, a better way, I'll do it. And yeah, as always y'all, it has been real. Peace.